Hey guys, I wanted to kind of do a two-in-one video. What I mean by that is, first up, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm going to be telling you kind of two fun little stories. And then I want to talk a little bit more about why I loved my class with Rebecca Davis on Zoom the other day, because I loved it a lot, and there's so many things that I just left out. But the first story, fun fact, I am the last person to see that I am improving. That's just true. I'm the type where unless it's flexibility, I could be going and from doing in a quarter of a turn to doing a full turn and not even notice. Now, here's the thing, I can do 3 turns non-consistently now, but what I mean by non-consistently is I don't nail it every time, and sometimes it's not a full 3, sometimes it's 1.5, maybe 1, or 2, 2.5, or 3. And it's I don't have full control over it yet, but I'm working on it, and it made some improvement. But when it comes to improving technique or anything, I am the last person to notice it. And truthfully, I sometimes choose not to notice it. And the reasoning is because I never want to get to a point where I never want to get lazy. I never want to get to where I'm oh, I'm improving, this is good, I don't have to work anymore. No. Let me adjust. So, yeah, literally that kind of the thing that's just a fun fact about me, and literally, everyone else will know that I'm improving before I do. I'm not joking, there will be times when, I'll be in class with, Abby or something, and I'll be doing something that's not, my strongest area, or something I'm not great at, and then Abby will literally say, good, she'll, say, Lolly, good. And then it won't even register in my head that oh, I just improved and showed, oh, I'm, before Abby was giving me corrections on this, and now she's saying good. I don't notice my improvement. I choose not to sometimes. And then sometimes I choose to, but then I just don't. But yesterday, one of my dance friends literally posted something on their Instagram, and they captioned it where's your home. And what they meant by that was they said it's in the gym or dancing. It was related to what sort of thing, without these things your life just does not feel complete. Almost your happy home, but not a location or a place. It's just when you're doing something, or you're somewhere doing something that you love so much that it's almost you're creating your it's part of your happiness. And so I commented on it and I commented and then in my bedroom dancing on Worldwide Zoom, and hanging out. I said I think it was hanging out, it might have been seeing. It was one of those 2 words, or when my best friend Bella / family. And family, or it was / family. Or no, it was she's family. That was my 2 things, and obviously there's other things, But like in that moment, I wanted to go simple and short. And so they replied to it, because like we're friends and stuff. And they said something like, I'm, they said something, I think it was like good or like, yes, and like you've been improving so much. And that made me, like, that was like a happy moment for me because I don't see that I'm improving half the time. Like, the only time that I have ever really seen myself improve, like, quickly and not over, like, I would say, like, at least 3, maybe even 4 months time period, but, like, an instant quick is with Rebecca Davis, and that was returns because turns were like one of my strong areas, and then I started getting into harder, more advanced turns, and it became a weak area of mine. And like I feel like Rebecca Davis went in and like she strengthened that weak area back up, so now it's like a stronger area. She was like, no, we're gonna fix this. Afterwards, you're not gonna be like as horrible at turns anymore. We're gonna make you turn a lot, and it's gonna improve. And that was like really cool. So yeah, that's like a fun little thing. But I want to tell a story because one of my dance friends saved me in dance class like last Tuesday. I was doing a hip hop class with Natalie, and the combo was it was an advanced hip hop class, and it was a really hard combo. There was a lot to it, a lot that we had to remember, and like so much. It was like a very challenging combo, and literally we were like going full out, like beginning to. I think we were kind of near the end of the combo, or like what we learned that day because we didn't finish it, and like what Natalie did, which actually at first I was kind of sad about, but then I actually ended up being happy about. She separated us into groups, which is normal, normal like groups. Where like a couple of us will go at a time. That way she can really watch us and stuff. And I was kind of sad that like I got put in like group 2 and not group 1. Like I wanted like me and my dance friend, well one of them because I have 2 that are sisters, and then I have another one that actually is no longer really a dance friend because she doesn't dance over like Zoom anymore, but she is a dancer still, and we're kind of like we're like on good terms. There's never been bad terms between us. It's just kind of we don't always talk. It's like occasionally like I will like DM like I would say like every couple of months or so like hey you've been improving in dance or something, or oh I just got this in dance, and then it's like I congratulations on that, or like yay, like we like occasionally talk. That's like very rare that we talk. And then literally like so there's that, but one of them like I would put in group 2, she would put in group 1, and then and at first I was like so group 1 went, and I was kind of sad because I wanted us to be in the same group because we're both really good at hip hop, and I felt like maybe it would push us like both like harder because we're both dancing at the same like exact time, doing the same choreography, and I felt like maybe that would push us even harder. But actually us being in separate groups worked out for 2 reasons. number one, and we had to watch each other, like we got to watch each other, which was good, because then like I would watch her and she would like do amazing, and then that would push me to like want to do even more amazing. And then we would go through both groups a couple of times, and it just kind of worked out. It caused us both to work harder, I think. I don't know, I can't speak for her. So maybe me doing amazing and didn't push her, but she did amazing too. And I think it did, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for her. But I generally think it pushed us both to be amazing. Like, because we would watch, I would watch her and then then I would think in my head, she just did amazing, I gotta do amazing too. Then I would work really hard, and then it was like a back and forth thing in a good way. Healthy competition, friendly competition. And so, yeah, that worked out, really well. But also worked out because I literally, I forgot, a small section of it. And that, me being a perfectionist, I freaked out in my head over that because I feel like I don't really forget, choreography too much. And, this was, the first time where I actually forgot, not one step, but I actually forgot an important part to the dance. And literally what happened was, we were coming up on that part, and I could tell, and she was doing the movement with her hands. So I literally the entire time that I was dancing, literally got to that, we were getting close to that part, and her hands were doing the movements, and I was watching her hands, and literally that saved me so much. I almost blanked out there, and instead I kept going, and I nailed it because she saved me by doing the movements with her hands, and I saw that. So it was like a reminder of what's next, and that was good. And me being a perfectionist and kind of in a way training to be a professional. You know, I literally did not show it on my face at all. I tried my best not to show that I was freaking out in my head, because we had a couple more moves before we came on that section, and I knew it was coming up, and I was thinking in my head, I forgot that section, I know something's coming up, a huge section, but I don't remember, and I was doing what little bit was left before that section, and she started doing it with her hands, and I was freaking out in my head, I can't believe I forgot this, that makes me look horrible, that I can't remember, I can't remember a hip-hop combo, when hip hop is kind of one of my strongest areas, and for me to forget, I was freaking out in my head because I'm hip hop is one of my strongest areas, and I'm really good at picking up fast. So those two combined should mean I should go through the combo and not miss a beat. And the fact that I'm literally forgetting a section of it, a good size section of it. I want to say it was at least 16 counts that I was forgetting. I was freaking out, and then she started doing it with her hand. And then by the time we got to that section, I watched her hand kind of the whole time and nailed it. So thank you to her if she's watching. That you actually saved me from completely screaming at myself in my head about forgetting a section and then blanking. Because it was one of the things where I couldn't make something up and put it there. If I was out on stage competing in a competition, I could easily only improv that section and make something up and just put it there and move on fine, and like the audience and the judges wouldn't know. But I couldn't do that in that moment because literally Natalie was watching and everyone on there was watching. Well, not everyone on there because there were like everyone from like group 1 was watching and Natalie choreographed the routine and created the combo. Well, it was a combo, so she like created the combo, choreographed it, and she knew every bit of what, like she knew exactly how the routine was supposed to look, choreography wise. So if I were to change something, she would know that I changed something. And so, like, my only option in that moment was either, or if she never would have done it with her hand, would be to completely blank and jump to the next bit of the choreography. To, like, blank out for a couple seconds and then do the ending, or, like, do the last little bit. And then she would have, like, said, oh, like, you forgot or something, like, corrected me on it. But luckily, my dance friend saved me. Now, I feel like I loved Rebecca's, well, I feel like part of why I loved Rebecca's class was because we had to work. It was like, she made us work hard, and that was amazing. And I, like, generally, I'm the type where I do not like to be lazy. I like to work hard. She made us work hard. But she also, like, she really pulled everything out of. So it was like we were working really hard, but she would also, like, if you're mad at me because I'm making you work so hard, use that. Prove to me you can do it. And like, it was, like, very much, like, a very interesting, like, she was very mad, like, very, very mad. And, well, no, what it was more like, let me put it this way and explain. She wasn't mad at all. Like, it was one of those where she, like, told us, like, if we were mad at her, use it to prove her wrong. Use it as energy to want to prove her wrong. If we were mad at her for making us work so hard. It was one of those where, like, she was very, like, tough on us. Like, it's tough luck. Like, she wanted us to work hard. But also, there were, like, a lot of reward and, like, joy. Like, literally, we finished, like, something, and she literally told me, she's like, give yourself a high five. Because you deserve it. And then, like, at one point, she was like, pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. Like, so it was like we would do something really hard, and then we would, like, have to high five ourselves or pat ourselves on the back or something. So, like, it was, like, very much interesting, and I loved it because it was very motivating. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go watch YouTube because I have not really watched any YouTube today. I watched Dance Mom for a little bit. I did school. Well, I did school. I watched a little bit of YouTube this morning as I was eating breakfast, that and TikTok. And then I did school. And then I watched some Dance Moms. Took a bath, like, and then I came back here to film. And then I was in the middle of filming, and family showed up. So then I got to see family, which was good. And then now I'm filming. So I'm going to say, peace out. Tomorrow I have a fun video coming. I want to do some stuff with the aerialist dance hammock again, but all new stuff. And this time, if you are gonna watch that video, do not do it at home because I repeat, the aerialist dance hammock is dangerous. Don't worry, I'm being extremely safe with it, and all of these things that I'm gonna show you are like even more dangerous than the last ones, but I have done them for a while now. I know how to do them safely, and I am being very, very safe. But because you're doing stuff in the air, and I'm still safe with it, because you're doing stuff in the air and stuff, it's more dangerous. And this time, I'm gonna focus more on like properly explaining things instead of trying to do like show you like 4 or 5 things. It can be like I'm thinking 3. Actually, before like I would do like 4 or 5. This time I'm gonna show you at least 2. And then I'm gonna go for 4. It depends. We'll see how long the video is at that point after the 2. Like, we're going to start with one that is the basic. You have to have this one before you can do the other ones I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you a second one. That once you have the first one, it's like the level up. So it's a little more challenging. And then I'm going to show you the third one. Which is like a level up. And then the 4th one will be like the hardest level that I'm showing you. Peace out.